Right. Thanks for coming along to Breathing Buddies this week. So what we're going to do this week is, first of all, we're going to look at something that came up last week, which is how to kind of remain relaxed during the exhalation part of the cycle of breathing. Because it's controlled by the autonomic nervous system. We're not consciously aware of it all the time, obviously, and then but we can become we can control it, which is a kind of fascinating facet of being a human. Because if we can change the way we breathe, we can change the way we think and the way we feel, just like how we think and feel can change the way we breathe. But that does mean that when we come to a formal practice like this, and suddenly we're taking control of something that's been automatic, uh, tension can creep in. So how do we try and eliminate that tension? And there's no straight answer for everybody, but we're just going to go at a few things today just to see if we can kind of get things as relaxed as possible. So what we're going to start doing, let's start with we're going to practice breathe deep, but we're going to, if we put one hand on your upper chest, just below your sternum, one hand on your belly, just above your belly button. And we're going to check in first of all, just to see how we're feeling. If you feels good to do so, then you could close your eyes and just begin by noticing how you're feeling right now. What have you brought of today into this space? How is that making you feel, very generally, physically and mentally? I think it's good just to do this, just so we've got something to draw back on at the end of the session, see how things may or may not have changed. Trying to sit up straight while we're doing this, unsupported. Thinking about a nice straight spine, keeping the curve in the spine, long neck, trying to make sure that your chin is parallel to the floor. We lift the chin up, puts a bit of strain on the neck, and if we tilt it down, it restricts the airways. So straight back, chin perpendicular to that. And now just have a think about how you are breathing right now. What does it feel like? Which of your hands are moving for a start? One of them, both of them? Does your breathing feel rushed, relaxed, your breath full or shallow? Not changing everything just yet, just noticing. You can notice the slightly cooler air entering your nose, warmer air leaving with each exhalation. I'd like you to think now about your lower hand, the one on your belly. We're going to be practicing deep breathing, quite a lot of deep breathing throughout this session. And by deep, in this context, I mean low in the body. Deep doesn't have to mean big, it's not a big breath. So we want to feel our abdomens expanding with each inhalation, contracting with each exhalation. And ideally, the upper hand should remain still. That can sometimes be a bit tricky if you're not used to breathing with fully recruiting your diaphragm. But that's what we're aiming for. Nice, big, full breaths into the abdomen. Slowing the breathing down as well. When we breathe deep, low, fully using the diaphragm, we are activating the vagus nerve, which helps switch the body into a parasympathetic state, rest and digest. Really simple life hack, this one. If you find yourself in a stressful situation, anxiety rising, if you can immediately take note of how you're breathing and try to switch to low, slow breathing, you might find that the feelings you don't want to be feeling disappear after a little while. Right, so as we're doing this now, just continuing, we're just going to start exploring the exhalation part of this cycle. So what I'd like to do, just in your own time, when you gently inhale, then have a brief hold, a second or so at the top before you exhale. And as you exhale, think about relaxing your chest, relaxing your shoulders. You might even, literally draw your shoulders back and down. And relaxing your abdomen. So not forcing anything. Gentle inhalation, a little pause at the top, then relax. The natural elasticity of your diaphragm, your lungs, your ribs will return all the breathing muscles back to their resting position automatically. So it results in like a full passive exhalation. Gentle inhalation, brief hold at the top, then exhale whilst thinking about relaxing the chest, your shoulders, your abdomen. This full passive exhalation. So we're getting back to that neutral position, not forcing the air anymore, not forcing any more air out than feels natural, not forcing anything at all. Now from this point, what I'd like you to do is, we've been in what's kind of passively observing at the moment, hopefully. You're exhaling, you're relaxing, and your breathing muscles are all returning to their resting place. You're just watching this happen. Now we're going to try and take a little bit of control over it, but it should be a controlled but effortless activity. We're going to try to extend the exhalation now. Whatever length your exhalation has been, just try and extend it a little bit more the next time you exhale. So we're now taking control to a degree of something that is going to happen anyway. So can you allow it to happen while simultaneously changing the duration of it? Perhaps you could also notice the quality of the exhalation, in the sense, is it smooth? Does it feel like it's the same rate right from when you have full lungs to when your breathing muscles are back in their resting place? Can you make it smooth? Can you make that rate of change constant? If you're a visual person, being told, doesn't work for me, but I've been told that it can be helpful to imagine exhaling at a fixed point in front of you, a thin stream of air at a fixed point in front of you and below you. You're trying to maintain a very smooth exhalation, relaxed, controlled but effortless. Gentle inhalations. Very brief pause at the top of the inhalation. Longer and longer exhalations. Not forcing anything. Allowing it to happen, but at the same time, taking conscious control of it. Okay, now you can rest your hands on your laps, if that's more comfortable. What we're going to do now is a little experiment, maintaining this relaxed exhalation and think about a long exhalation. I'm going to count, but I'm going to give the count of inhalation for a count of 4, then we're going to hold a breath at the top for a count of 2, then I'm going to have an exhalation for a count of 20. But don't worry, you don't need to get to 20. This is kind of making it too long for everybody. It's to see where you naturally get to. So just long, slow exhalation. Just see where you get to in the count. Then breathe naturally. You might, if you get to 20, good for you. Bragging rights. Then we'll have a pause, and we'll do it again once you've had a little go, and you know what that's like. You can just see if you can get a little bit further, and then we'll change the rules slightly. So we need to get in sync for this. Sitting up straight. This is going to be controlled but effortless. So if you want to exhale, then breathe in, 2, 3, 4, hold, exhale, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and just take some nice, easy, relaxed breaths. Just let that settle. So while you're doing this, trying to make sure that the exhalation remains smooth, so this is continuous rate of change throughout it, rather than it being kind of a dipping, it's like letting go of too much air to begin with, so feeling like you're running out of air. If you get to the point where you're forcing too much air out, you've gone a little bit too far. So let's have another go. Need to get into sync again. So when you're ready, exhale, then breathe in, 2, 3, 4, hold, exhale, nice and slowly, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. A few nice relaxed breaths. So this is the next bit of the experiment now. For some people who find that they struggle with the longer exhalation, humming can really help. So what we'd like to do this time is it can be exactly the same, but on the exhalation, from the comfort and privacy of your own homes. I should ask you all to unmute so we can hear the cacophony here, but I won't. When you exhale, hum at the same time. It should be a very quiet hum. Try and pick a pitch that makes the back of your nose, your sinuses, vibrate. So when we do that, humming helps to stimulate the production of nitric oxide in the paranasal sinuses. And then when we inhale after that, we'll get all the benefits of nitric oxide, which includes opening up the airways, conditioning the air as it's getting into your lungs, and really helping with gas exchange. So I think humming is supposed to increase nitric oxide production by 7 times. So see if it's any easier as well. See if you can get any further than you did on the count to 20. I'm assuming you didn't get all the way to 20, but maybe you did. Right, here we go. Let's get in sync. So exhale, then breathe in, 2, 3, 4, pause, exhale and hum, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I bet that sounded beautiful. Few easy, relaxed breaths. Just notice if it was any different for you. It may have been, may not have been. And perhaps it was easy to control your breathing whilst humming. It feels quite nice, doesn't it? Make your nose buzz. Okay, do one more round. The humming exhalation, as I've decided to call it. Let's get in sync again. So exhale, then breathe in, 2, 3, 4, hold, exhale and hum, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Nice big breath in through your nose. Oh, looks like somebody made it. Definitely. There's some celebration going on. Good, good. Right, so hopefully, I don't know, you worked something out there. We'll see. We'll have a chat at the end and see how that went. We're going to now continue with some slow, deep breathing. Just let that settle in your body. Bringing ourselves back to calm. So I'm going to pace the breathing for us now. I'm going to count this. We're going to start with an inhalation for a count of 4. Pause for 4 breaths before a count of 4 at the top with a full lung apnea. And then exhale for 8. And we'll just do several rounds of that. So in for 4, hold for 4, out for 8. And hopefully now we're all warmed up. And it should be relatively easy for everyone. So we need to get in sync again. So if you can exhale, then breathe in, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In, last time, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just take some nice, easy, relaxed breaths, whatever your body requests of you right now. Let that settle, see how it feels. Then we're going to kind of invert that pattern a little bit next time. So this time we're going to breathe in for 4 still, then straight into an exhalation of 8, and then holding the breath with an empty lung apnea for a count of 4. So this is slightly more difficult. If you find yourself getting out of breath, just stop a little bit sooner, take a little sip of air, then join back in with each round. So in for 4, out for 8, hold for 4 with empty lungs. Let's get in sync again. So when you're ready, we're going to exhale, then breathe in, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, hold, 2, 3, 4, in, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold, 2, 3, 4. In, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold, 2, 3, 4. In, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold, 2, 3, 4. In, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold, 2, 3, 4. In, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And hold, 2, 3, 4. In, last time, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Now just take some nice, easy, relaxed breaths. Keep your eyes closed. See how it feels in your body. We're edging towards the end of the session. What I'd like us to do now, we've been doing lots of deep breathing, lots of low breathing, lots of slow breathing. Now I'd like us to practice breathing light, just to wind things up. So, back to checking in with yourself. How are you feeling now after those exercises? Can you sit up straight again? Just checking, make sure. Back straight. Shoulders are relaxed. Chin parallel to the floor. Now I'd like you to take your focus to your nose. Feeling the colder air entering your nostrils, slightly warmer air leaving. And the simple instruction for this exercise is you try and maintain this concentration on the flow of air in and out of your nose. The simple instruction is to breathe a little bit less air. So you're still trying to breathe into your belly. You're going to try and reduce the amount of air you're taking in with each breath. If you were filling a container to 100% with your last breath, just try and fill it to 70% this time. Try to maintain that. The goal here is to generate a little bit of air hunger. So air hunger is the feeling that you would like to be breathing a little bit more air, that you'd like to be taking a little bit of a bigger breath. And we just want to flirt with the very edge of that feeling. The primary trigger for breathing is carbon dioxide. As carbon dioxide increases in concentration in your blood as your body's metabolizing, producing energy, kicking out, your tissues are kicking out carbon dioxide. You need to exhale that. It's the presence of carbon dioxide that causes the desire to take the next breath. So we want to just play around with that very edge of that feeling that you want to be taking in some more air. By letting carbon dioxide increase in concentration in the blood, we get its benefits. We all hyperventilate through the day, in the sense that we breathe more than our metabolic needs. And carbon dioxide actually helps to dilate blood vessels. It's the catalyst that allows oxygen to be released from hemoglobin. It's the Boer effect. So by breathing light, by trying to cultivate a little bit of air hunger, we improve blood flow around the body, and we improve oxygen delivery to the muscles and tissues, including your brain. So actually, if you're feeling stressed or anything, you feel like your brain's fizzing away, too much going on. The temptation can be to take some big deep breaths, and actually it's the opposite. It can be much more effective to slow things down, to breathe a little bit less air. Perhaps one of the things that's been going on, you've been hyperventilating. So you've got to find the wave of air hunger and then surf that wave. Just, you get the benefit by surfing it. You don't want to get wiped out by it if it starts to feel a bit much. Just take a step back. Take some deeper breaths, some fuller breaths. And join back in. We should all try to spend a little bit of time, just a few minutes each day, breathing a little bit less air. It would do us all a lot of good. Okay, getting to the end of the session now. And we're going to wind things up with the physiological side. Back to the original version after it got a little bit moaned at last week. So this one, very simple. You're going to take a big breath in this time. The opposite of what we've been doing. You take a nice big breath in, then you top it up, and then you sigh it out. Let's go with that. So, big breath in, top it up, sigh it out. Big breath in, top it up, sigh it out. Last one, big breath in, top it up, sigh it out. Thanks for coming along to this week's Breathing Buddies. Hope to see you next time.